with your host, King 7.
Man, yo, we already in an amazing week. I'm gonna go ahead and say that now. It's crazy because this is the closest to being on time that I've been, right? And I thought that being this on time, I wasn't going to be late. And I still was. So, round of a hand for me actually making it. Man, this light is super bright. I know that makes the contrast extremely crazy. Let me cut this light down. That's a little better. That's a little better. Yeah, man. So, yes, as you may know or may not have known, but, again, just for purposes of making sure you know.
The Hood Theologian Podcast with your host, King 7.
So, this week was a interesting week. Needless to say, because of everything that's going on in the world, I guess. Let me make sure my family gets this animal and keeps him peaceful, because he's already loud. A crazy week. Hey, peace and blessings. Hey, thank you. My number one fan said I'm all right. So, she said I'm okay. Then y'all just gonna have to deal with it. And I'm just playing. What a week. So this week has been full of a lot of different eventful things. Where do I start? Well, I'm gonna start with a review. I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen Leave the World Behind. Because I'm not gonna spoil it per se. But I just want to get into it a little bit before I get to the main subject. Okay, we got some people that have seen it. Unica, you seen Leave the World Behind yet? This movie was I haven't verified this, but according to rumors that I heard, this movie was produced by the Obama family, Obamas, whatever. Yeah, that's the talk. They did it. So it is a movie. Y'all want to see the trailer? I can show you the trailer. Let me see if I can. Yeah, let me see if I can. What's the name and give y'all a what's the name. I think I can show the trailer and not get in trouble. We gonna find out. But yeah, I liked it. I'm gonna start with that first. I liked the movie, because it was good, I guess. What I liked about it the most was, okay, you haven't seen it yet? Okay. Exactly the same plot as one of the Die Hards. I don't remember that plot. One of the reasons why I like the movie, though, yeah, this is for fair use purposes. What else am I supposed to say, Unica? So, it's fair that we use it. Is that right? Y'all don't mind nothing that you hear until I tell you to listen. is it? I can't find the trailer, y'all. Anyway, it's basically one of those end time movies. Let's just search it. It's one of those little end time movies about, oh, here it go. Um, oh, y'all can't hear it. My fault. So like life is normal for them right now. It's number one in movies today.
Okay, Rose?
On
I think that ship is heading
Netflix.
towards us.
What was that, sweetie? Clay?
I don't know if this is a trailer or not. I feel like this is not a trailer.
Wow.
It's
Getting
not.
close,
Okay.
huh?
So anyway,
I think that's a problem.
Nah, come on. It's
let
gonna
me set this
stop.
off. So anyway, the description of the movie says a family's getaway to a luxurious rental home takes an ominous turn when a cyber attack knocks out all of their devices and two strangers appear at their door. It gets crazy. I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. I rate this movie probably I rated a 7.8. And without getting into giving away the plot for those that have not seen it yet, I can't say why. But it has some very interesting twists to it. Like I said, it's an end time movie. You see, it's called Leave the World Behind. That's not really so much of a giveaway as far as the plot goes. I gave you the overview. Like I said, I was told that Obama's produced it, so I guess that's cool or whatever. That's interesting. Now, on to more funny topics first. Not funny as in funny, but whatever. Draymond Green, what is going on with this guy, man? He has now been ejected from another game. I saw I guess it was a statistic. I don't know, like something that said that Draymond Green has been ejected and has been fined from games and paid more in fines than the average American citizen will see in their lifetime. As far as money, like the amount of money he's paid in fines. That's crazy. What are you doing, bro? I was laughing. The headline that ESPN brought up when they were I guess reporting on the cover, and they said, "Is this the NBA or the WWF?" I thought that was funny. That being said, this kind of segues into our point of he say she say we played. What that basically is saying is just like there's so much going on, like people talking stuff going on around us. Are we being cognizant of the true outcomes and repercussions of our actions, or are we so caught up in doing the act of doing something, whatever it may be? See, I'm talking about doing that you don't even take in consideration the repercussions of your actions, right? And that can be a very dangerous thing. And here's the reason why. Going on to my next point, or story or whatever, the YSL trial. Now, I've always thought that, outside of my personal moral convictions, that a lot of these people in these records was capping anyway. Now, whether they really are or not, they really about their life. That's cool or whatever. But there's such a small percentage of these people that are actually doing what they say. I heard Fat Joe saying it was kind of funny, slightly embarrassing. Not embarrassing, but I just thought that it made him look hilarious to me. I just put it that way. Fat Joe says, "I'm lying in 90% of my raps." I was like, you just willingly admit that you lying in your raps? I mean, I guess, whatever. As far as the South goes, for a while, I know that we were the underdogs. So we were like really talking about the struggle or overcoming or whatever. And I think that mantra like really continued on as far as Southern hip hop. I'm not saying it wasn't going on nowhere else, but that mantra continued on for a while, just with people that, man, this floor is so squeaky, with like through on time. Back to my point, up into the YSL trial. Now, it's recently been recessed. The YSL trial has recently been recessed because one of the defendants, his name was, I believe, Shannon Stillwell. I'm not gonna say his other name, but that's the name on record right now. He was stabbed in jail. Overcrowded Fulton County Jail. He got stabbed, and that actually made the trial go into recess until after January 2nd, I believe. But kind of a funny note to some of this. I was looking at, so people have started to understand that, their decisions and things like that start to play a role in how you're viewed. Like Young Thug's lawyer, whether he gets off for all of this or not, you know what I'm saying? He is doing a phenomenal job of trying to reshape this man's image. Just today, I saw. Now I'm gonna tell you, when I was rapping, coming up and going in and out of churches and stuff like that, thought I was a gangster or whatever, and still rapping but still being in church. I came up with this. Was it this one? I won't say it was this one. It was very similar. I'm not gonna say Young Thug owe me no money for this, but a very similar acronym for Thug, which his lawyer said it means truly humbled under God. I think ours was no, so it was totally hooked up with God. Totally hooked up with God. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, but like they came up with a bunch of them. Like here's one that was funny. This is straight from a post that he made, that Young Thug made, that I from my understanding has been deleted. But swag meant someone who admires God. YSL meant young soldiers of the Lord. Slat meant show love all the time. Op was an overly positive pal. Now check slime out, y'all. I love this one. Slime means seeing the Lord in me every day. You gotta love that. That takes some creativity. Gang stood for going above normal guys, and Glock was guarding lives, overcoming challenges knowingly. Hey, listen. Where am I? Hold on. What, this man has changed my perspective of the ability to create. We used to call it shoveling, but man, you did a job. You did a job with that one, sir. To come up with those acronyms under those circumstances, I'm impressed. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta be mindful of your actions, because these things always find a way to come around. And the last story I wanted to talk about was, I don't know if anybody else is a Marvel fan out there, but Jonathan Major's been going through it, and the reason why he's going through it is because really, it's a lot of conflicting stories in this whole situation. Recently, the story just came out that, let me get Netflix off my computer so I don't make a mistake, because that will make me mad. Recently, a story came out that the video. Now, these folks, they was talking about closed circuit TV. I'm thinking like they got like one angle of the car situation, whatever. These folks ran past every camera in New York. I'm talking about they going past this one. Because remember, they said that there was a chase involved. We never knew the details of the chase. These folks going, boom, boom. You see another angle, boom, boom. But the whole time, Shawty chasing him. He pushed her off, like, get off me. And she was chasing him. It looked like they had to run a mile. I'm going to just be honest. But, now, mind you, this was after, she went on to say something about, like, he wanted me to be Coretta Scott King. Man, the man just saying, I mean, yeah, like, I'm trying to make an impact for my community. Now, I can't justify the way the argument went, because I ain't hear the tone of the man. But, like, you talking about him being in Creed, he wasn't very nice. Look who he played. The man was a villain. He in character. I'm sure he may not have been nice to you every single day. But the event in question, he gets her off of him and runs. That's what my mama used to tell me to do. Hey, get him off of you and run. That would have looked like he was trying to do. I don't know if he was saying something crazy while he was running. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I feel like that is very telling of the incident in question as to the character of the individuals that were, you know what I'm saying, being discussed. But again, he say, she say, we getting played because we not taking into consideration like all the things that are involved in our actions. And we're just not in a position to be irresponsible like that. Do I feel that these individuals that's got these things going on could be mischaracterized? Without a doubt. Without a doubt. The reason why they get mischaracterized a lot of times is because, it's already kind of set up against us. You feel what I'm saying? So let's not be ignorant that when we're already dealing with disparities, curses, biases, racism, let's not make it easy. You feel what I'm saying? I tell people from my perspective, you know what I'm saying, if you understand what the law, statutes, and commandments are, do that. 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, if you trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments according to what the Bible say in Deuteronomy and in Leviticus and the Torah, like, you gonna land somewhere among right. I'm just saying. I done seen it. Like, right now, I'm dealing with a situation very close to me because misunderstandings have mischaracterized people and allowed things on social media to get out of hand. And these folks are taking things too far, losing their mind, like, off of some he say, she say foolishness. Foolishness. I'm talking about, and then the authority elements involved is like, this is crazy. It's gonna get fixed. Oh, trust me, it's gonna get fixed. But it's insane. It's literally crazy. And I'm gonna just read it. One of the main reasons why I am so why I'm so turned off by certain things that happen on social media is because it gives people a voice that sometimes they wouldn't utilize that voice otherwise. Like, they wouldn't use that voice like they would. Basically what I'm saying is, like, some of the things people say on social media, they wouldn't say to people's face. And I really feel like when I was growing up, and maybe this ages me or whatever. Benji, what's going on? Back in the days when I was coming up, growing and had my time out in the streets and things like that, dealing with, you know what I'm saying, these individuals and these organizations or whatever you want to call it, we wasn't going to social media with no beef. We wasn't talking about, you know, what we felt about a person and let it get put on the internet. That's giving you too much information. If I just wanted to be shady and sneaky, I'm not gonna tell you that I got a problem with you before I let you know I got a problem with you, because I'm trying to catch you slipping. It does not make sense to me in this day and age why people are so comfortable putting so much of their personal business, especially when it deals with other people, on the internet. It does not make sense to me. For the life of me, I'll never get it. I had a moment, I ain't gonna lie, I had a moment when I was single and me and my baby mama at the time was going through it. Like, we did some petty mess, but outside of that, no. But I married her, so, you know what I'm saying, obviously we both smart, so, you know, we grew up and got past that. You feel what I'm saying? But, like, just, you my op, you the ops, or when I see her, I'm finna, what? Like, I don't get it. And if for no other reason, like I said, everybody watching. So the only person getting played with all this he say, she say going on is you. You are the main victim of your big mouth, because the moment you hit post, 30, 100, 200, 500, 1,000 people see it. Now you got to stand on what you said. And sometimes you don't even really be meaning it like that. It was just something you said in the moment. I ain't even really have smoke with you like that. I just was mad at you yesterday. And now I'm over it because I realized the smoke that I had with you was stupid. But now you got to stand on it because everybody, oh, what you going to do now? You said it. Like, what's up? People making life decisions, switching sides, talking about people, like, it's crazy. Matthew 18, that's where I was getting to. My fault. Anyway. Matthew chapter 18. These chapters are so close together in this Bible. It's insane. Hey, I'm glad they're here, though. I'm not going to cap. Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. By yourself. Not on social media. Okay. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. Let's go to Leviticus 19. Because this is actually a part of the law. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. Is it 14? $17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. What it's basically saying is, listen, if you see that they finna mess up or we got an issue, let's go ahead and fix this now. Let's not even let this carry on and continue, because clearly when things go on and fester and continue, it get worse. Now, if y'all can't be mature and y'all can't handle that amongst yourselves, there's a caveat for that. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. You're running out of excuses. It does not mean you go on the internet and say who you got beef with. This is a medium that is plaguing our people. That's why this episode is called He Say, She Say, We Play. Because all this talking ain't doing nothing but hurting us. It's not elevating us. Ain't nobody using this. Troy, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping through. It ain't doing nothing to help us. It's only hindering us from moving forward. At what point in time are we going to say, enough is enough? Going to the internet is probably the worst place to get it off your chest. Man, don't you know that same little iPhone you got a notes feature? And if you just got to type it, or if you just got to say it, record it in your notes and then leave it there. You can record a video. It got a camera feature in there in case you ain't know. I know some of y'all act like y'all only know how to do stuff on Instagram and TikTok. Sorry. And Twitter. Sorry. That's not the case. You can record a whole video and get it off your chest if you just got to say it out loud. Cuss your phone out if you got to. Tell your phone everything you're going to do to it when you see it, and then look at yourself. Look at yourself. Watch it back. Watch it back, and then look how crazy you look. And then realize how quick you can drop it. Or, if it's not that easy to drop, look at the principles that we were given that tells us how to not make us look stupid. Then if he shall neglect to hear him, take him to church, whatever. But 9 times out of 10, if you do one of these first two, it ain't even got to get to that. We have forgotten simple principles that we have to remember that literally can save lives. These folks that I've been talking about, like all these stories, have forgotten at times the consequences of doing things out of order. The consequences of talking so much that now you're in court and dealing with the... Bruh, for the life of me, I hope Young Thug was literally not saying in his songs stuff that was happening in real crimes. People gonna say it's proven. I'm not hearing that until it's undeniable, because I want my brother out of there. But like, we got to be smarter than this, y'all. To post on the internet when I see you, it's on site is insane. That is insane. Why? Them people will tell on you to the government in a minute. Let's just keep it funky. They gonna tell on you to whoever they need to in a minute. Why? Because they don't want to lose their government money. This thing I'm on right now, if they had to snitch on me, oh, they telling. They definitely telling. They'll mute me for some music. They definitely telling. Okay? Please let's not forget that. What's my other one? Hebrews 12. Because see, here's the thing, y'all. This is what we're not realizing. We thinking that it's small today because it's serving our purpose at the moment right now. But again, like I said, use the YSL situation as a standard of understanding of how you think it's innocent because you just having fun. It's not that big of a deal. A RICO charge is life minimum. Minimum life sentences get handed out in RICO. If you committed murder in a RICO charge, it's not questionable whether or not you're getting the death penalty. I don't even think they have a hearing for it. They're like, oh, he was the one that did it, and it's confirmed. All right, bye. Kiss your loved ones. No, matter of fact, blow them a kiss, because that's it. This is crazy. And I guarantee you, nobody took into consideration what this is going to mean for my future. I got a young son right now that has large aspirations and can achieve them. And I tell him all the time, bro, you cannot think about the moment. The moment is only going to last for as long as you choose to dwell in it. As soon as you move out of that moment and start to think ahead and start to see the bigger picture, I use this example. I was looking at a white piece of paper, right? Matter of fact, if this paper's white, if I hold it back here, it's clearly white. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is the color white. But if I do this, now it's negotiable. It's confusing. It's a little you're a little unsure. Sometimes we're so close in the moment that we don't even have the right perspective of what's going on. But the moment we take a step back and look at the bigger picture, we like, dang, I was about to argue and fight somebody over the fact of whether or not this was black. That looked crazy. But sometimes when we so close into the situation, you can't even see things for what it is. You literally can't see something for what it is because you're so in the moment that you're not even able to really understand. Like, this is not even what you thinking. It ain't. And how stupid would you be to argue and fight and be ready to kill over somebody disagreeing with you that they say this is white and you think it's black when clearly it's white as snow. We gotta stop. Where my Bible at? And here's why. Time is not on our side. Leave the world behind. It was a very practical application and understanding of some very possible events that could go on in our world. Who's to say what happens next? I hope Christ return. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying I wish and I'm wishing Christ return, but I'm saying if it get to that, hey, please crack the sky next. I'm ready to go. Anyway, So, because we can't say what's going to happen, and movies like this are coming, they got another one coming out. I just saw the trailer for. I can't remember what it was called. It's produced by A24. It was something about like the Western states finna come over and start shooting at the Eastern states, and it's finna be like Civil War. They call it, I think it may be called Civil War if I'm not mistaken. But they got another movie. Like, they producing this and telling y'all what's finna happen. Why we finna be on the internet beefing over stuff and we brothers? No, we need to be on the same side. You got the guns, I got the bullets. Let's get to it. In the meantime, I'm just saying. Anyway, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 14. Ooh, I ain't even read the whole thing. I just knew where I was trying to go. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Now, no chastening for the this is verse 11. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. Now, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. What is that saying? I know it ain't always going to be fun to do the right thing right now in the moment. It seems like it's annoying. But nonetheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Verse 12, wherefore lift up the heads which hang down and the feeble knees. Verse 13, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. 14, follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Yeah, thank you, Tiffany. It's literally telling you, you ain't gonna see him. Basically, it's telling you to keep the laws that we know of as the truth. But we on the internet doing silly mess. It literally said, make every effort. Now, this is Hebrews, the New Testament. Make every effort to make peace with all men, because without which you're not gonna see God. Come on, bruh. I definitely, when it's time, want to see what the Most High has for me. Now, of course. But also, when the kingdom comes, I want it all. And you ain't finna get in the way of that for me, Jack. But if we always focused on trying to be in the mix of what he's saying, she's saying, we're the ones that are getting played for this. The curses are applying to us because we're not doing what the book told us to do. Anybody else tired? I'm tired of seeing my people go through it. And I'm not saying, understand when I say this clearly, I'm not saying I live a perfect life. I got things I can work on, but I also have seen fruit of doing a better job of doing what God told me to do. I don't claim the curses myself no more. I don't claim them, not because I'm perfect, like I said, but I'm not trying to walk through that. A lot of times, and we have to do better about that as a people. We get so focused on the judgment that all we know is that. There's a whole nother side to this story. And if we really are tired of it, let's focus on getting Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 15. I said in the song called Abundance, I can't play it for y'all because this blue app is going to kick me off or mute it. But No, it wasn't abundance. It was in heavy as the head. Shout out to my dog Emmanuel. I was like, the 28 curse is real. But the 28 blessing is too. Which one you get really on you. Like, and we have to give an account for that. We have to be responsible enough to say, okay, you know what? Let me step out of the moment to say, okay, I'm too close to this to make a fair estimation. I'm too close. Let me take a step back. What is it really? Oh, dang, it is white. It ain't dark red. It ain't black. But when we so close up on something, it causes us to misjudge. And a lot of times when we misjudge something, we act off of our misjudgment. And that leads down a path that we don't even belong. It literally is taking us in a direction that ain't got nothing to do with us. I got folks right now that got into situations that they don't even know how they got there. Locked up. Wrong place, wrong time, I guess. You sound crazy. One decision led to another. Another decision led to another. And that's how it happened. But you never thought about it for a moment to say, wait a minute. Am I too close to this situation to even be able to understand that it's a possibility that I'm not making the right judgment or understanding because it's too I'm too close? Come on, man. I ain't gonna talk long. I got somewhere to be. But, you know, I'm grateful to have y'all here. I'm not putting my Cash App up again. If anybody want it, you know what I'm saying, just send me a message or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure you have it. It does take money to make this happen. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's a lot going on, as you can see. The Most High has blessed me, but, you know, it to keep it running, we got to pay some bills. But, you know, I'm not, like I said, if you led to do something, then great. If not, you know what I'm saying, come back next week. I'm going to be here. But yeah, so this is, I made this one, even though last week was the 8th week, this is my official 8th episode, or as we could say, my 2-month anniversary. Oh, y'all can hear it. 8 weeks, 2-month anniversary of doing this, and I'm humbled to have this opportunity. It's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy doing this as much as I did. But this, y'all, I'm going to be honest, this is an act of obedience. This is an act of obedience because of what I know the Most High wants me to do. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, I just allow people the opportunity to give if they want to. But, you know what I'm saying, like I said, it ain't no pressure. We going to be all right. So, I hope to see y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? Until then, as you know, appreciate you. As you know, this is
The Hood Theologian Podcast with your host, King 7.
Why is the music not playing? Oh. Whoever sends stars, thank you. I can't see them because it don't show up on my screen. But if you send stars, I appreciate it. Send them. We looking for 70,000 stars.